The following has been paid for by the Pens World Order. Blake Lizotte is staying a Pittsburgh Penguin. Little bit of breaking news here on a Monday afternoon. Thank you, Dubus. Kisses. This is the Let's Go Pens fan react to the news that literally just dropped a few minutes ago, as the Pittsburgh Penguins have announced that they are re-signing Blake Lizotte to a three-year extension. Coming off of Pittsburgh Penguins.com, Pens announced that they are re-signing forward Blake Lizotte to a 3-year contract extension. This year wasn't expiring. He was a 1.85 mil cap hit that was probably left over from LA, probably. And he wasn't expiring this year. He is one of 7 expiring forward UFAs. I am not counting Chinakov's restricted RFA. We'll deal with that at another time. But now he's getting an extension that will kick in next year and is valued at $2.25 million. Hey, the Pens are going to have a lot of cap space to deal with next year, so why not get a jump on the shopping early? So Blake Lizotte at 28 is coming off his 7th season, 2nd year with the Pens, tallying 5 goals, 5 assists, and 10 points in 35 games. He leads all Pens forwards with 2.3 minutes of shorthanded ice time, helping the team to being the best. 2.3 minutes of shorthanded ice time, helping the team to have the 7th best PK in the league at 85.6% success rate when he is in the lineup. So that does not count when he's injured or in the box himself. The season, the Pens have earned points in 26 out of 35 games that Lizotte has dressed for, going 20-9-6 since the beginning of his tenure. 5'9", $176. My God, eat a steak, kid. Ranks 5th on the team in goals at 16. Goals at 16. Okay, 8th in points at 30. Last season, he tied his career high with 11 tallies in 59 games, originally set with LA when he played 91. Through 41 career games with the Pens and Los Angeles, Lizotte has recorded 53 goals, 83 assists for $136 points. The forward has skated in 15 career games with the Kings, tallying 2 points, a goal, and an assist. Prior to turning pro, he is a St. Cloud State alumni. If you know, you know. So, what does this mean for the Pens? He's sticking around. He is 28 years old and in the peak of his career. So do you send a prime 28-year-old forward out into a half-decent market next year, or do you have the room to sign him and you sign him? Judging by that, great bottom forward. I say good, great's a bit much, but good bottom forward. I'm just pulling up here on Puckpedia here real quickly. Of course, that didn't work the way that I wanted to. Of course it didn't. See if it'll work this time. There we go. He's currently on the 4th line right now with DeWar and Achari. When the kid line isn't activated, you can probably bump him up into the 3rd line or maybe a 2nd line center in case of an emergency, everyone. Despite all my babbling, I like this. I like this deal. Concerning the centers we have in the system, that's Crosby, Kevin Hayes. I don't know if he sticks around. He's at the end of his 7-year deal. That's $3.5 million. Woof. Ben Amazon Kindle, he's staying. And you have Lizotte, who are pure forwards in the depth lineup. Considering McGroarty is a left wing or a center, they are interchangeable. So is Hollander. Hollander is probably a bit more of a center, but unsure if if he is a pure center. In terms of the PK, Lizotte is usually on the second group with Raquel, Wotherspoon, and Carlson, but I suppose you can bump him up to the first with Achari, or swap him out with DeWar. In terms of the minors, in terms of pure forwards, you've Kopanen, Braz, Hayes. That's Avery Hayes. And that's somewhat it so far. And in terms of the pipeline, stay with me here, folks. I don't see, at least as of right now, and I would have to be going freaky like depth. Harkov is probably one of the better prospects right now, but he's all the way off doing other things in juniors. Net of all this, I like the signing. There is no reason not to bring him back. It's a cheap value that goes up about $400,000. I think we have the money to do it, to bring him back. I don't see any reason not to. I mean, a solid defensive forward, which we need help with some of the guys out there on defense sometime. And how often do we say, man, Blake Lizotte really screwed up, or I don't like Lizotte. Why do we keep him around? He's a defensive forward who does his job and doesn't make waves. If I don't say anything about Blake Lizotte, that's probably a good thing. So, good news keeping Blakey around. Is it Blake? Do they call him Lizzie in the locker room? Not that there's anything wrong with that. Or what other weird nickname do they have in the locker room anyway? Anywho, good for him. He's sticking around. I like the move. Keeping him. There's no real reason not to, because he I don't know if he's a pure center, but kind of use him. Instability there in the bottom forwards. Kind of think what Nick Doubt was with the Capitals. As much as I think him being there denied a lot of prospects coming up, Doubt was a solid veteran forward and a solid hand. This is what Lizotte could very well be, a solid hand on the bottom forward, and a guy that's going to become a vet as this deal keeps going. And once some of these other kids start coming up, he can go, young fella, this is how you handle the media. This is where you stay on defense. This is where you go. Perhaps being a good mentor there for Harkov when he comes up. But Blake Lizotte is still a Pittsburgh Penguin, and in the words of Diamond Dallas Page, that's not a bad thing. That's a good thing. So, sticking around there, Blake. Renew your rental, your apartment agreement there in Pittsburgh. So that's it for this one. Who knows? We might have some more extensions as we go into the new year. Hint: he's got a 71 on his jersey. We will see moving forward. I will have a Let's Go Pens fan react tomorrow night after the game with the Lightning. I nearly said liking. 80% of you that watch this are not subscribers. Please change that. I want to hit 75 before the Olympics. Plus, I will have a book out later this year. So that is it. Let's go, Pens. Here we go. Steelers going to the Super Bowl. We'll catch you next time.